Welcome to the Construction Software Room. Thank you for your interest and taking the time to attend to this presentation. My name is Kevin and I'm here today to present GeoMax XPAD Ultimate, the ultimate software solution in the field. Before to start, let me to introduce myself and my team. My name is Keven Corazza. I am responsible of the software development team in GeoMax. Since 2011, me and my team are working to create, support and improve XPAD suite of software. In 2011, our first software was XPAD Survey for Windows Mobile, followed by XPAD Construction, that was a special version for construction company and foremen. In 2013, XPAD Survey for Android, the first professional Android application for survey and stakeout in the field. And then we had XPAD, the first version of XPAD Office Fusion, to which is dedicated another presentation. Release after release, update after update, I'm here today to present the last release of XPAD Ultimate. So let's see our agenda for today. I will try to introduce you into XPAD Ultimate and to show you why it is so important in our proposal and what is his role in the XPAD ecosystem. Then we go more in deep and we will see what makes the difference in XPAD Ultimate by exploring all the different features. And then we see why XPAD Ultimate could be the right choice for construction company and foreman. And then we conclude with the presentation of the Service Pack number 2, 2020 of XPAD Ultimate. So let's start and let's try to answer to the question, what is XPAD Ultimate? XPAD Ultimate is a modular, easy to use, flexible software for all topographic tasks and construction tasks. You can use it for measuring the field, for stakeout in the field, to manage cadastral data, for BIM check and control, road stakeout, mapping, bathymetry survey, and manage GIS data. XPAD Ultimate ensures productivity in the field because provide a perfect integration between measurement tools. GNSS receiver, total station can be also used together for a maximum flexibility. It runs on Android and it brings the best technology to topography. It is equipped with a full 3D viewer. You can integrate your data with the maps. A camera can be used for augmented reality. You can exchange directly your data with cloud platforms. You can use the sensor available in the controller. There are voice command and much more. It is available in two versions, one dedicated to professional surveyor and one dedicated to construction company. And we see that is part of the XPAD ecosystem. So let's see together what is XPAD ecosystem. XPAD ecosystem is divided in two parts. On the left side, we have field in which the activities are usually data collection, measurement, stakeout, and check. And these are exactly the part covered by the XPAD Ultimate in these two versions, build and survey. On the right side, instead, we have office. And the activities are usually calculation, analysis, as build, checking, design new data, and prepare the data for the layout. And this part is covered by our solution XPAD Office Fusion. Of course, the two parts of the ecosystem has to continually exchange the data. And for this reason, we implemented straightforward methods to have a direct transfer of the data between the field of the office and the office to the field. But the ecosystem is not a closed one, it is open, and we support third-party software, and we have import and export functionality directed to this software. So let's go ahead. What makes the difference in XPAD Ultimate? So let's see together some of the most important features that make XPAD Ultimate different. First, Android platform. XPAD Ultimate runs on Android, any Android version, runs on any Android controller of any type, ruggedized or normal, with any screen size. That means tablet, phone, or other. And it can run with any display orientation, horizontal or vertical. So this means that you can choose your best controller that fit more your needs. And because it's Android, that controller can be used also with many other applications and for many other purposes in your activity. Instruments. XPAD Ultimate supports all GeoMax GNSS receiver, support all GeoMax total station, mechanical and robotic, and also total station of other brands. With XPOL system, it's possible to use together as one system, GNSS receiver and robotic total station, and take the benefits of the both system in one. CAD system. In XPAD Ultimate, we don't have a simple viewer of the data. We have a real 3D CAD system. This means that you can load your drawings, your data, and not just view this, but you can modify this data. You can create new elements. You can perform offset. You can create points along the line. You can create points on the intersection or many other options. And this means that you can solve in the field a lot of situations that otherwise have to be solved in the office with a desktop application. Surveying. Surveying is one of the most important tasks for this class of software. And here in XPAD Ultimate, there are a lot of features and tools and utilities that enhance the productivity in the field. All these features has been created thanks to the contribution to our customer that suggest their needs, and then our task is to implement them in the best way for all other users. Photo and sketches, not only point coordinates, it's also possible to use the camera of the controller to take photos. Take photos and then complete the photos with annotation or additional sketches. Line work. Again, it's not a matter just to store coordinates in the field, but whenever it's possible to create a drawing. And here we have two options. We have a basic drawing toolbox that allow to create immediately new element as line, arc, circle, square, rectangle, and so on, in a very easy way, in a very direct way that everyone can immediately use. Or for advanced user, we have the advanced line work that allow to keep the controller many lines together, many strings, have the full control, and get the best result for this. Stakeout is another very important task. You can stake out single points, but you can also stake out coordinates. Just pick the coordinates in the CAD system, and then you are able to stake out. You can stake out line, arcs, and circle, of course, with offset, but you can, in general, stake out also any drawing object that you have in your job. And it is also possible to stake out surfaces and side slope. About side slope, there is a very nice feature, a very nice tool that starting from a polyline that represents the bottom of the excavation, it's possible to set the elevation of the polyline, so the elevation of the bottom of the excavation and the slope of the side slope. And with these two information, you are immediately you can immediately check and stake out the catching point of the side slope in the existing ground. So in a flat area in which you have to excavate, you can stake out exactly the border of the excavation. To support the BIM workflow, it is possible to import BIM models and use BIM models for different purposes. In this case, in this screenshot, as you can see here, it has been used in this way. Has been measured a real point in the construction site of a wall, and then this one has been compared with the same wall in the BIM model. So this means that you can perform as build check directly in the field by comparing existing real information with design information. 3D Viewer. 3D Viewer is always available in all parts of the software. Here we are in survey part, and as you can see your survey in 3D mode. In this case, the view change while you move your antenna, and also if you rotate your antenna, the view change. So this means that is displayed exactly the scene, the situation that you have in the front of your eyes. And this offers a completely different way to see your data. Instead to view your data always from the top view, you can also take the benefits of the 3D view. Web maps and web map server. Here, your data can be displayed together with a web map in the background, but also with the web map server that offer additional information that could be useful in your activity. Cogo function, there is a set of different Cogo function available in the software. Here it is just displayed one of them, that is the move, rotate, and scale function that allow to take part of the drawing, part of the points, or all together, of course, and move, rotate, and scale in a different position by entering the shifting, rotation, and scale value, or by defining the matching points. Data sharing is a very important feature available in XPAD Ultimate that allow to be connected with the others. Others that could be other team in the field or in the office. And you can have the benefit to export, for example, your data directly in cloud servers, and they are immediately available for the others. Or you can import from what the other store in the cloud server, and then in the field you can take this data and continue your work. Or you can use the application that are available in the controller to share your data. You can send directly email with, for example, with the data that you are going to export. Vocal command, this is also a nice feature because you can take the control of your XPAD Ultimate through your voice. So the most important commands can be executed with your commands, with your voice command. And there is also an auto-learning tool that allow XPAD Ultimate to understand better your commands and your voice. And the camera of the controller can be used for the augmented reality view, in which your drawings, your data are displayed overlapped to the real image. And this could be useful for stakeout or to know where are the boundaries or similar situation. So after I've seen the most important feature available in XPAD Ultimate, we can see now what are the main modules available. And the first one is volume and surface. This module allows to import surfaces in different formats, DXF, LandXML, for example, but also to create new surfaces, new terrain surfaces using the point and the lines collected in the field. And these surfaces can be used for volume calculation. So you can perform volume calculation directly in the field, know exactly what is the volume of the excavation in real time. And surfaces can be used for the stakeout. So this means that doesn't matter where you are, in every position where you are, you can have the elevation difference between your current elevation and the design surface. With routing module, instead, you can stake out raw design data. Raw design data that can be imported from LandXML, but also from several local formats. And then with this data, horizontal alignment, vertical alignment, cross-section, edge, polyline, you can go and stake out everything. But you can also create new design data from scratch directly with XPAD Ultimate. So even if you don't have the design data in a digital format, then you can enter all the information and then you are able to perform the stakeout. XPOL has been briefly explained before. It's a system that allows to work together with GNSS receiver and robotic total station. So you can take the benefit of both systems in one. In complex construction site, for example, in which the visibility of the prism, there are some obstacles, then you can switch from total station to GNSS receiver, collect points, stake out, and then as soon you have again the visibility from the total station, then you can come back to prism mode and then continue your activity. BIM module, also this one has been briefly explained before, the possibility to import BIM models and perform as-built check in the field, but also create a new points on the vertices of the surfaces, new lines on the edges of the surfaces. And another important feature is the possibility to cut the BIM models at different elevation, for example, and get the cross section, the transversal section that represent the plan of the building. And this data can be used for stakeout. And for those that want to not store just a point, but also more information for the points, we have GIS module. GIS module allow you to create GIS features, and for each GIS feature, many attributes. And all these attributes, you can enter the value of these attributes as soon you store a point. And all this information can be then exported in GIS format. MEP is the last module, is mechanic, electrical and plumbing. It's a module that allows professionals to use the total station in a more efficient way for their activities. So let's go ahead and try to understand why XPAD Ultimate is the right choice for construction company and foreman. For construction company and foreman, we have a special version of XPAD Ultimate called XPAD Ultimate Build. It is based on the main version XPAD Ultimate Survey, but has some specific workflows, some specific features and tools dedicated to construction company and foreman. There are some specific tools for total station orientation, for stakeout, for the checking in the field, and also for different operation in the construction site. So let's see together one nice video from our GeoMax dealer Nestle, in which they show us how they use XPAD Ultimate Build in the field. So this is a nice video that show, oh, sorry, let me to Okay, it's a nice video that shows how XPAD Ultimate build can be used in the construction site, and it is the first video of a series. So I invite you also to watch the other video of the series. So let's go ahead with the Expert and the service pack number 2, 2020. So Expert is our service to keep our user updated with the last release, with the last version, with the last feature and tool that we have implemented. And we are in direct connection with our user, so they have a direct connection with our software development teams. And this means that we know what are their needs. And our task is to try to find a solution to make them more successful in the field, and enhance their productivity. And with Expert, we have the service pack number 2 for this year, 2020. And here we can see some of the most important features that are available in this service pack. The first feature that I want to show you is the X-Tilt. X-Tilt is a system that allows to measure the inclination of a pole. Doesn't matter if it is a pole used with a GNSS receiver or with a prism. X-Tilt is able to calculate and gives the inclination of the pole. So thanks to this feature, it's possible to use with GNSS by measuring inaccessible points, like in this picture. So here it's not possible to keep the pole vertical, and you can, with X-Tilt, you can take the measurement of this point 2 times with 2 different inclinations, and then the software is able to calculate the coordinates of the point with accuracy. And the same happens for the total station. Again, here you cannot keep your prism completely vertical, and you want to know the coordinates of the corner of the column. And you can take 2 measurements with 2 different inclinations, and then you are able to get the coordinates of the point. But X-Tilt is also used for a virtual bubble, for electronic bubble that we display on the screen of the software. So this means that you can keep focused yourself on the application, instead to continuously switch from the software and the physical bubble. You have a replication of the physical bubble directly in the software, and you can use this. And consider that the software can be configured to not store measurements when it is out of level. Custom Prism is another new feature available in the service pack number 2 and allow users that have a different prism to manage them in the target manager, in which they can define this different prism with their constant and then be able to use inside the software together with the standard prism. Last used pole height for TPS. You know, when during TPS work, it happens that it's necessary to change quite often the pole height, because there are some obstacles. So you have to increase the pole height and then you return back and so on. So, and every time that you do this, you have to enter again the pole height. And to enhance and to be more fast in the field, the software gives you automatically the list of the last used pole height. So instead to written again the pole height, you just to select the right one, and then you can go. And this enhance your speed in the field, but also reduce mistakes. Traverse calculation allow you to perform directly in the field traverse calculation and check closure errors, and to be sure that everything is fine before to leave the site, and then be sure that everything is fine, and then you don't have to do some additional measurement or checking. And the last feature that I want to mention is the GNSS mount point maps. So the mount points that are part of your connection are displayed in a map, and you can select directly from the map the best one that you want, and also you can see the distance. So we are at the end. XPAD Ultimate is the ultimate solution and your simple step to enter in the digital construction site. For more information about XPAD Ultimate, for more information about XPAD suite of software, for more information about GeoMax product, please visit our website, geomax-positioning.com, or contact our local sales representative. Once again, thank you to attend this presentation, and now we start the query and answer session.